This is the Shine On You Crazy Daisy podcast, and I'm your host, Trudy Simmons from the Daisy Chain Group, providing platforms for women entrepreneurs to be seen and heard. This platform is for women entrepreneurs that want to hear the real stories of what it takes to be yourself and run a business with all the different hats that you might have to wear. These are the stories of the tenacious, the rebellious, and the resilient women that are working towards the future that they want to build for themselves and their families. Hello and welcome, and thank you so much to the wonderful Sarah Sullivan from StyleSolutionsBySarah for joining us today. She has written a brilliant chapter for Shine On You Crazy Daisy. Sarah, thank you for being here, and tell us about your business.
Thank you, Trudy. Well, my business is, it's in the name really, but I run a personal styling business, and I help women sort of a similar age to myself, I guess, sometimes a bit older, to find their style mojo again. And also, you know, there's a lot of people that are scared of shopping and things, or have cluttered wardrobes after lockdown. So I like to help them kind of sort out their lives and sort out their style, really. Amazing. Yes, that's me.
How did you find what you loved doing and that this made you happy?
I think it came about, I sort of had a period where I wasn't sure which direction I was going to go in, having had corporate jobs for most of my life and having children and things, and came to a crossroads. And then I happened to read an article, I can't remember who it was by, but it stuck with me because it said about going back to your childhood and trying to remember things that you enjoyed as a child. And so I sort of thought, oh, what did I like doing? And then my mum reminded me that I spent hours in my room with a fashion designer toy. I don't know if you remember those, but they were a wheel and they had different stencils on. You could put together different outfits and trace over them and then colour them in. And I used to make big displays with them. And I also, as a teenager, used to spend a lot of time in my room with fashion magazines and watching Trini and Susanna and that kind of thing. And so when I remembered all that, I thought, actually, and I did do that in my adult life a little bit. I would sort of sneak off and read a fashion magazine and things, but then I realised how much I did enjoy it and how much that clothes and kind of fashion really did make me feel happy. And so that was the starting point, really, of sort of thinking, well, which direction could I take that in?
And brilliantly, the title of your chapter is You're Never Too Old to Start Something New. So do you feel like your age has given you more wisdom to start a business, or is it a good thing or a bad thing when you say that it's never too old to start something new?
I think it's twofold. I definitely think it is a good thing because being 48, I know myself, I know my strengths. As I say, I've had sort of, 30 years of working in various different roles and dealing with a lot of different people. So I know, I've got a good understanding of myself and what I like and who I can get on with and things. There is the other side of it where I think maybe you're a bit scared because it is, a completely different path, and it's, how's it going to turn out? But I really feel that it's never too late. And, there's lots of inspiring people that have started things later on in life. And I really think, if your heart's in it and you really enjoy it, then you've got to try it, because you don't want to look back and think, oh no, I wish I'd done it. So that was like my main thing. I don't want to look back when I'm older and just think I should have given it a go.
Well, and I think brilliantly what you do say is that this feeling of finding your happiness in doing this, it really doesn't matter what age anybody is, when they find something they're passionate about and it's going to make them happy, then why not give anything a go? And you've done that so successfully in the way that you portray yourself and put yourself out there as well.
Absolutely, I really agree with that. I think that yes, because if you're really passionate about something, it makes it easier as well, because that shines through to people, and the interest is there. So I know, we've said that if you enjoy something, it doesn't feel like work sometimes. I mean, obviously there's all the business admin things that you have to do, but if you really love something, you kind of feel excited by it every day, and you really want to do it. So yeah.
And what you're saying is so important, and I hope that everybody hears this, because when we get stuck, when we think about starting a business and we get stuck in what we think we can't do because of age, because of illness, because of all the things that you can put in front of you, and the things that you may not know how to do at that point, anything can be outsourced and you can work towards getting that done, because what you love and what you're passionate about shines through. It really does for you.
Absolutely. And I think, there's always people that can help you as well. And, joining the business group where we met has been amazing for me, because there's always someone that can help you with a question. So you shouldn't be afraid of, maybe you're thinking, I don't know how to work that piece of software. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do accounts. But actually, there are people that are really willing to help and share their knowledge. And,
that's their passion.
Absolutely. Yeah. So it's great. And I think, supporting each other and helping each other is a big part of it for women as well.
Your tagline is dress up, show up, be confident. How has this tagline shown up in your life over the years that you now realize, I've been doing that over these years and now I can help other people do it?
Yes, when I was thinking about a tagline for my business, I suppose it came about because I remembered a lot of situations in my life where I had lost my own mojo, and as a young woman starting in the corporate sort of sector, and that first, like, what do I wear on my first day, and then becoming a mum and suddenly sort of having a bit of a mum uniform, of jeans and a t-shirt for soft play, and sort of feeling a bit lost with it because it sort of wasn't me. And then I think that's when you realize that actually sort of clothes they are a big part of you and how you express yourself. So I think, first of all, it's always to get up ready for the day and then just put something on that makes you happy and do it. And I started to do that on the school run. I thought, well, I know I'm going to soft play later, but actually I'm going to put this top on that I love and just, go to the school gates. And sometimes people say, where are you going? And I'd say, well, I'm only going to soft play, but actually wearing this makes me feel good and I really like it. And, and then you just sort of feel better. And I think, that's the whole thing really. It's just recognizing that if you just put something on that makes you feel good and you get up ready to start the day and you can just get out there and do it. And there is a power to dressing in the way that you want to dress. And for every situation.
I mean, bat wings and a bright yellow top.
Love it.
You've got to go to the YouTube channel to be able to see what we're wearing today. But you've got to encompass how you want to feel. And I know that when I put this top on, I am shiny and bright and it makes me really happy. So absolutely, I believe everything you're saying, and that dress up, show up, be confident. It can change the way that you are seen by the world, but how you feel, which is so important.
Absolutely, yes, yeah. And it comes from the inside, doesn't it? And then other people notice, and then sometimes they take that on board as well. And it's nice. And I've had a couple of kind of friends who said, oh, well, actually, I am going to wear that top when I go for a walk because I love it, and it's a bit of a dreary day, and I want to feel better. And you think, oh, brilliant! So we've shared something there.
Influenced people, Sarah. What is one lesson that you've learnt from being an entrepreneur that you'd want others to know?
I think just that you will go through periods where you'll really doubt yourself. There'll be really hard times, and certainly I've sort of thought, we talked about starting something new, and certainly I've had a few times where I thought, oh, maybe it is too late for me. And you lose your confidence a bit, and it's just to keep going and make sure that you surround yourself with other inspiring people. Like I say, joining groups like the Women's Business Group has been brilliant, and I think just have that in mind that everybody feels like that. That's one thing I learned from joining the group, and people have been very open about that. That everybody does feel like that at times, but you've just got to get through it and call on the support if you need it. I think that was a big lesson for me, because I think it feels like you're the only one thinking it, and actually you're not. Everybody will have that at different times. So yeah.
Again, that is such an important thing to get across to people, because it is not all shiny and bright all the time when you've got your own business, and the thoughts that you can have on your own are some of the most damaging. And when that doubt creeps in, it literally stops you in your tracks of being able to feel like you can move forward with and focus on what you want to do. So finding the right environments and finding the right people to be around. I think you've just changed somebody's life in saying that. So that's brilliant. Thank you.
Oh, I hope so.
And what's your favorite piece of software?
Well, it might be a bit controversial, but for me, it's Instagram. I'm fairly new to it, to be honest. I took it up just before I started my business. I'd heard a lot of horror stories about it, obviously, from people saying it could be quite damaging and negative. But actually, my experience has been brilliant. I think as a stylist, it's a very important tool. And, most of my, I say competitors, but fellow stylists use it. And it's great for ideas and also to be creative and present your ideas as well. And gain customers hopefully too. Yeah. But I've actually found it a really nice community. I've connected with other stylists on there. Other people have messaged me to say that I've given them ideas of how to wear something. So I found it a really inspiring place and encouraging place. And touch wood, I haven't really had any negative experiences yet. So that would be, I'm just thrilled that I've used, built it up to what I have, and I enjoy being creative on it.
That's brilliant. And nobody's really said about social media, but it is there are these platforms out there that can give you the exposure that you want and need. So absolutely, Instagram all the way. Sarah, this has been amazing. Thank you so much for chatting today, and I can't wait to get your chapter out there in the Shine On You Crazy Daisy books. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Trudy.
Thank you so much for watching the Shine On You Crazy Daisy podcast. If you've liked what you've seen today, then please make sure that you click the subscribe button to this channel to see more inspiration and motivation as more of these stories keep coming out. And if you want even more, click on the link below this video and go and have a look at the series of books Shine On You Crazy Daisy and get even more inspiration and motivation for you and your business.